Hey, what is good? Just going over another deck list, deck tech video. For this one, it will be Narcy Fablesinger. 3/3 lifelink. Whenever you sack an enchantment, draw a card. Whenever the final ability of a Saga resolves, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is that Saga's mana value. So obviously you can build this as an enchantment sack deck, but I've gone down the Saga theme because I think Sagas are quite fun to work with. So yeah, I'll quickly go over the deck, show you what it's like. So firstly, we've got the Sagas, got the Huntsman's Redemption, One Ring to Rule them all, the Knight of the Doctor, the World Spell, great card in the deck. Read Ahead is awesome, especially if you're triggering your commander's ability. Weather Treaty, Urza Assembles the Titans, all for the Grey Host. Fall of Fran, very salty card. If you're going to run this, you will get some backlash, but I run it anyway because it's funny. The Eldest Reborn, Fall of the Imposter, Scent of the Worthy, Love Song of Night and Day, Three Blind Mice, Elspeth Conquers Death, Binder of the Titans, Princess Takes Flight, Fall of Gilgalad, I probably butchered that one, History Benalia, Song of Freylease, great card, Tale of Thibodeau, The First to Our Own Games, Battle at the Hellvault, one of my personal favourites in the deck, really good Saga. Fury's Retribution, and then we're going to get to the creature side of the deck. Cool. Ooh, Jesus. Weaver Harmony, really good, especially on that copy activated or triggered ability of enchantments. Mend of Dominaria, one of the ones I missed. Really good to get your lands back, especially from Fall of Throne. I've messed up with some of the sagas, I don't know they've ended up in here. Curse of Fenric. Right. Now creatures. So Sanctum Weaver, amazing mana dork in an enchantment deck. Maester Enchantress, just for that card draw. Nessa Wanderer, Constellation is so good, like as a mechanic, and this card is just really good in the deck. Sun Titan to get some of them sagas back. Veto, you don't have to put him in the deck, but I think he works with the commander really well, especially on the life gain from the sagas, just to double up on making opponents lose life. Ian Chesterton, really good for sagas. Like all your sagas get to replicate, which is nice. Cutseal's just fun. I do try squeeze this in most decks. Just not having your opponents cast spells during your turn is just really nice. So I do try slot that in a lot of decks. Lorna Collects, once again, not really necessary, just an awesome card to have in the deck. Tanglespan, look out for that card draw. Card draw is important in this deck. Never Stop by Nightmares, great for enchantments. Always nice bringing stuff back. Calyx, really good planeswalker. Like I do like him, especially for enchantments. Ashok's Reaper, more card draw. Lotus Cobra for more ramp. You'll see a theme going of ramp and card draw. Sasuke Living Law is really good. Getting to return sagas is nice, and getting to manipulate law counters is great. Giving yourself hexproof is good. I don't think there's really any humans or angel. I think it's mainly just a 4/4 for 4 that gives you gives other permanents hexproof, which is nice. Like I was saying, Read Ahead is great in the deck, especially if you just want to churn through. So the facts Barbara gives all your sagas Read Ahead is awesome. One less for enchantments is nice. This can be fun. It doesn't always pop off, but a 2-drop is not too bad. And then obviously Evolution Sage, because Proliferate is always nice. Then for enchantments, Grasp of Fate, Druid Class, Wilderness Reclamation, Sterling Grove, amazing in an enchantment deck. Rune of Sustenance, Sanguine Bond, Solitary Confinement, one of my personal favourite enchantments, which is it's hard to pull off every now and then if you haven't got consistent card draw, but it is really funny. And Light Minefield, which is great if just for protection. Just normally you've got a lot of sags out, and sometimes you have a few tokens, but you are fairly open all the time, so this does like stop a lot of attacking. Then we're going to go to instants and sorcery. So we've got Assassin's Trophy, Thirsting Roots, Unnatural Restoration, Cultivate, Extinguish All Hope, awesome card. Contagion class, just that bit of proliferate. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Orzhov Signet for ramp. And then we're just going to get to lands. I haven't put too much into the land base for this deck. So you got Exotic Orchard, Command Tower, Tainted Field, Razorverge Thicket, Deathcap Glade, Caves of Kalos, Scoured Barren, Myriad Landscape, Temple the False God, and then it's just a chunk of basic swamps, a chunk of basic plains, and a chunk of basic forests. It's one of those decks, it could do with some work, but I think it runs quite nice the way it is. There's some sagas I haven't picked up, because every now and then, like a set like Fallout will just randomly put 1 or 2 sagas in there. I think Doctor Who, there's some more I could do with picking up. So it's one of them. Like, every now and then I do have like a few just sat that I can swap in and out and put more sagas in. Whenever sagas, I get my hands on them, I do just plonk them in a box ready for this deck. So yeah, I do recommend this deck. It's not an absolute powerhouse, like by any means, but as far as enchantment decks go, it's a bit different and it's fun. Like just being able to just mess about with sagas and manipulate sagas, and it's crazy when you get loads on the board. I did used to run a 5-colour Tom Bombadil deck, and I don't know, I just didn't like it that much, and I swapped to this, and this has just been fun the whole time I've played it. I do recommend giving this build a go at some point. It is very card draw heavy, which is nice. So yeah, it's a fun deck, worth a build. Definitely give it a go. As per usual, let me know what you think of my deck videos. Let me know if you want to see more. I think I've covered 3 or 4 decks. I have 36, so I've got at least 30 odd decks I can still cover and go over and talk about of all different varieties. And I do like to mix things up. So like I've got an Atali Ghoul deck that's just all about clones, and I've got a Bellow Ghoul deck that's all about artifacts and hitting face. So I do have similar colours but different themes, etc. So this is like one of 3 enchantment decks. I've got a Saga enchantment deck, a Room enchantment deck, a Shrine enchantment deck, and just a generic Enchantress deck. So I do have a fair few enchantment decks as well that all do different things. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Likes, subs are always appreciated. And thank you.